Hello, all of you beautiful, wonderful people. I'm Crispy WT, and today I'm going to be jumping back into Rogue Tower. I'm going to mix it up a little bit today. It's a good defense. We're not pushing the boat out too far. But I'm only going to use ballistas. I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm going to stick to one tower type and see how far I can get. Simple rules, really. Nothing too crazy. The tricky part is, though, if you've played the game or you've seen any other videos, as you progress through, you can effectively you unlock more cards, which are then presented to you throughout each run. Not really planning ahead and not knowing you can't remove those cards after you've unlocked them. I've unlocked lots of them, and now I'm going to be forever given random cards for shredders, for frost towers, all these kind of things, frost keeps. And all I really care about is the ballista. Let's not lose a life straight away. There we go. And this is what I mean. Throughout the run, I'm going to get a load of different options to power up my towers, but I'm only ever going to get ballistas, so any opportunity I get, I will select the ballista type. All ballistas deal +1 damage to health. Simple. It's a simple premise. As we go through, I'm going to see how good ballistas are by themselves, and if it works, maybe did he just not die? Maybe I will try it for some other towers. Shredders, the arc lightning things, who knows? Tesla towers, there you go. Particle cannons, they're insane. But what I'm going to be doing is always selecting the heavy shaft, because that is a ballista, and that's all we're going to do. I am going to get on there, get a little bit more income. The tricky part, though, is when I level up and I don't get an option to select a ballista type. I promise you, though, throughout this run, I'll get nothing but ballistas. Heavy shafts too. This is good. +2 damage to armor. I'm already prepared for the armor. And we get to learn how good a ballista really is. How far in the game you can get. Can it beat Oogie? Can it beat Zombie Oogie? Mecha Oogie? All a lot. Stop running faster. I've not actually built that many towers, and I could just start losing lives straight away, which wouldn't be ideal. I think I'm okay, though. Oh, here we go. 2 options. All ballistas deal 25% burn damage, 3 damage to armor, burn damage. Let's get some stuff in. I mean, I've got nearly 1,000 gold. Maybe I really should start just chucking some ballistas down straight away. Now with the burn damage as well, you get the damage in early and it can kind of just continually burn them. Not in a war crime kind of a way, but in a fun, burny kind of way. That's fine. It's fine. We're all good for now. As it goes on and the shields start arriving, not just armor, that's when we're going to have some real trouble. So do I want things like this? This is where some real tricky questions come in. Later on, crit damage. Crit damage is good if you get to it. But for now, damage to health. Let's keep it simple. If I ever get an option for a ballista upgrade, that's what I'm going to get. I've also learnt quite a lot in a couple of my runs. A couple of tips for you throughout here. When paths branch off, it's almost always better, at least it seems to be from my experience, to try and keep one path considerably longer than the others. Because when it comes to your towers firing, they can only fire a certain amount of times, obviously. Let's get 180 gold. And if you have all 3 branches hidden at the same time, then you can only shoot one of them at a time. So you let this whole area run up through, you kill them with your towers, and then by the time you've killed them, then the next ones come through and you can kill those. Obviously, if you have big area of effect stuff, you probably don't want to do that. You maybe want to do the opposite. But right now, I'm doing ballistas only, and unfortunately, they are not area of effect. I'm being given a choice here. This is where it gets really tricky. More burn damage, bleed damage, or damage to shields. Shields at some point we're going to have to really worry about, but for now, bleed damage. And if you're curious, my ballistas now currently do +4 health damage, +4 armor damage, +1 shield damage, +25% bleed, and +25% burn. These ballistas are going to start killing things very, very fast. But I don't have any gold. That's okay. You see, by the time these guys come over to my little kind of, I don't know, valley of ballista, these guys will be ready to shoot, because these guys have all been killed. Voila. That's what we want to see. I probably will expand this out just a little bit. That's a bit too short. And I mean, these guys have good range. Oh, here we go, here we go. Well, I see one ballista option, so that's probably the ballista option I'm going to have to go. I will allow things like this. Bleed them dry, increases maximum bleed damage per second, and because my ballistas do bleed damage, it's powering up their ballistas. That's allowed. I'm not going to build any other towers, but burn damage. Then let's expand here, and let's drop another ballista here. Covers a nice bit of range. For those of you who don't know, if you're ever seeing a +1, a +2, or a +3, that basically increases the tower's range. If you click on this one, it's got a range of 5. This one's on a 1-up, it's got a range of 5.5. This is, have I got any higher? This one over here has a range of 6. It's just increasing the range. It doesn't actually increase the damage. Broadhead bolts or ballistas do +3 damage to health. Also, what's fun? Because I wasn't sure at first, when you select these +3, because there's a +1, +2, +3, you don't end up with +3, you end up with +6. So it adds them all. If you see down here, it'll do +7 damage to health now, which is nice. You know, let's get those expanded out there a bit. 200 gold. Oh, look, we can afford another one. And let's just plonk you right there, covering a bit of area. I could actually move you over a bit, which I might do in a second. Here's a quick tip as well. You can demolish them and rebuild them fine. There's no reason to not do that unless it's a high level. When you delete it, you get pretty much the exact gold it will cost to build it back, so you don't lose any gold. The problem is if it's leveled up and you delete it and then rebuild it, you always rebuild it at level 1, so you lose the kind of experience they've gained. Right, Frostbolts 1, Advanced Ballistics. Ooh. All ballistas gain 15% crit chance, or all ballistas slow enemies for 5% of the damage they deal. Both of these are actually fucking awesome, to be blunt. I'm going to start off with crit chance. I feel like Frostbolts is technically a more logical option here, but yeah, I'm not doing that, so I'm doing crits. I'm expanding a little bit, maybe too far over here. I'll go out here soon. At the same time, towers up here can big range. It's on a +3, which gives it a range of 6.5. It seems to go up 0.5 per level. We will keep getting more towers, and remember as well, the sooner you get the tower in, the more time it's got to level up and get the experience. That's something you really gotta focus on. These towers need experience. They got to keep on leveling up. Here we go. Ballista's slow or more bleed damage. I'm gonna go slow now. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I not get it? Slow. I got it. We're all good. It felt like I clicked off and I didn't select. That would have been awful. I would not have been happy. I can afford another one. I just they're both gonna. It's all coming through here. Yeah. Expand out that way. Again, we want different lengths as much as possible. All these guys shoot this first short area down here. Once these guys have been killed, then these guys will get there. If you're sending both of these paths through at the same time, the towers are going to get overloaded. Again, unless you got some area of effect, in which case you go to town. There you go. Now they're ready to shoot the second lot. And I'm ready to buy another ballista. Which I want to go here. Why not? Another little thing, try not to spread them out too far. In fact, I'll get to that in a second. Tower +1 damage to health. Monster studies. Is that all towers? Oh, interesting. Okay. It counts towards my ballista, so I'll allow it. If you are to... Let's drop you here. If you're to kind of spread them, a couple here, a couple here, a couple here, a couple here, all the way back here, these guys back here are never going to get an experience. This is level 1. This is level 1. This is level 1. You see what I mean? Level 2, maybe I don't want to demolish you. Level 1. And I can just rebuild those because it costs the same amount as you've just spent in getting a demolish. The amount of money you got back from destroying it, you can then spend to buy another one. You don't lose money. I've said it before, I'll keep saying it. You don't lose money. So you want to make sure they kind of clump together so they're all getting the experience as much as possible. Within reason. When you get things like bleed or burn, getting that damage in early to kind of continually impact it over time is good. This is a little bit of a worry, I'm not going to lie. It's a little concern. Justin has a lot of armor. So I'm going to try and get a bit of burn in. Early, burn is good against armor. You know, think of armor as wood. Think of burn as fire. You can figure the rest out. Ping, ping, ping. We're all good. I mean, we're level 12. And nothing really has been a concern so far. Nothing's getting past. I say cautiously. We're good at 3 more options. This is a wonderful run. I've tried this before and I never got a single option for a Ballista. It was horrible. Damage to shields. We may need to start thinking about that. Shields are coming. Shields, after the first Oogie comes through, you've got to deal with a lot of shields. And that is usually where you're going to go down. Plus 3 damage to armor. Plus 2 damage. All ballistas gain 2 range. Oh! That's good. I can just cover this whole area. Yeah. Let's get some range in. That's... that I like. And I'm going to expand down here, I think. Plus 2 to range. These 7 point... Look at the range of these guys. I can just chuck them in the middle. If I put you here, right in the center, you cover the whole area. That is a beautiful thing. In which case, this whole area is now my Ballista town. That's it. This poor guy living here is just going to have a non-stop barrage of horrible ballista noise firing. And he has no choice. He's not moving. 290. If you're seeing this and you've started the game and you're wondering, am I getting more gold? How am I getting so many cards? Again, with like the roguelike feature, when you go back to the main menu, you can kind of unlock additional cards. And a couple of them are more gold when you kill a creature. Get that. Or additional options or chances to select cards. Get that too, obviously. They're more important than pretty much everything else in the game. Get those. These guys will die. Oh, only one, but one is enough. And shield damage. I want the shield damage. Yeah. Shield's going to be coming. We've got to be prepared for it. This is wonderful. Right there. Oh, I can get 2. So we get 2. And we expand. Oh, here. This is where it gets trickier again. Now we're going to get a load more guys coming through. And we need to make sure that these are all staggered as well. As mentioned earlier on, we're going to have to kind of have... This is the first run which will come through. Then I'll pick one of these. And then another one, another one. And all of them come through at the same time is a problem for ballistas. For shredders, oh, this is beautiful for shredders. For ballistas, yeah, not so much. Let's drop another one in. I think we'll be okay. I'm not worried, but I do definitely need to kind of really... oh no, another one here. This is cruel. A lot's going to be coming through. We kill them, we're absolutely fine. I mean, you know, when you first start playing this game, you get to a few levels, you're probably around here and you're going to start getting worried, but I've got nothing but ballistas. The first level tower, that's it. It's not specialised, didn't do anything against shields, against this, against that, and it's absolutely carrying me. More range. I've not really used range as much, but it's working out well so far. More bleed damage, more slow. 25% poison damage. Poison could be fun. Poison is fun, because now, this ballista, it slows, crit, 25% burn, 25% bleed, 50% burn, 25% poison. Let's expand you out. Oh, we have Oogie. Oogie alert, right, okay. Shit got serious. Level 15, can't forget that. 15, 25, the big guys come, the big boss. Are we going to fare? How are we going to do? He's slow, which is good, because it means everything else can run, you know, run up and get killed long before he reaches us. That's a good thing. Let's just chuck a few more towers in. At some point, I may start tweaking the priorities to target shields, to target armor. Right now, we don't need to worry about that. This is early. This is early game. Level 15. I say confidently, staring at Oogie, slowly walking towards me. It's a worry, not going to lie. I think I'm okay. With bleed and poison and burn, I think I'm okay. You know what? Let's not risk it. Let's put another tower down, shall we? We have the money. We've got the resource. Look how slow he's going. Look at all of this. The bleed, the burn, the poison. All you need is ballistas. It's great. Now, saying that, we've got to be realistic, and the more of the same tower you get, the more expensive it gets to buy, so it becomes considerably less efficient. But I don't care. I'm doing it. More damage to armor. More range. Range is good. Range is really good. Let's just do some armor. I mean, right now, all of my turrets kind of cover the path, so I'm not as worried. But let's open some treasure. Oh. This is... I mean, I've got to do this because I'm not going to get a tower. I could technically do this, but I'm not going to. Ooh, and another. Frostbolts level 2. Oh, ballistas slow enemies again. Keep them slow. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Tight, tight, tight. So it drops the damage a little bit, but increased crit level in line with their level. You get me? You understand? Yeah? Let's expand you out. See, you two are kind of the same. You. We'll keep leveling these guys up. They'll get stronger, and as they level up, the crit chance goes up as well. And that's a pretty good thing. In the long run, it's good. Oh, here we go. This is the problem. Once Oogie's down, you get shields, and shields are a problem. My guys are not really dealing the shield damage here, as you can see. So it could be an issue. Could be a problem. Drop down some more. I think we're okay for now. As it goes on though, gotta keep an eye on it. You can level up just the shield if you want to, and when you're hitting things with shield, you kind of automatically level up the shield. If you hit things with armor, your armor automatically levels up gradually. If you're curious how that works, if you're only hitting health, then you'll see your health goes up. He's hitting things with armor, therefore this is going up. And this is a little bit of a, they're making progress here. They are making progress here. I can drop some ballistas, so I will. Come on. As soon as the shields go, they melt. But these shields, the slow. See, this slow is so good. These guys would be long gone if they weren't both continually being slowed. Oh, 3% chance to freeze enemies or more poison damage. It's tricky. I'm pretty sure poison damage... no, I'm thinking of the tower, the turret that does poison damage is really good against shields. So for some reason I've got it in my head poison damage is good against shields. I'm sure that's probably not how it works. Freezing bolts then. And I can't afford another one. Let's expand. Are you guys gonna... I was hoping they'll kind of, maybe if I went that way first. You want to block little paths off. That's fine. When we get some more... That's a lot of health, and then the shields come in. Urgh. Ooh, you pesky, pesky shields. Let's see how we fare. We're level 17. Haven't only bought Ballista. I reckon we get further than that, though. Come on. Come on. Let's see how we do. And what you can do, as always, is blink. Level up a little bit. Because we know that these are going to be... This is going to be our downfall. Most likely, it'll be Zombie Oogie, who has a load of shield armor. A load of shield armor. So I'm just going to find things that are kind of close to leveling up their shield, and I'm going to help them along their way, I could drop 390 to buy another Ballista, or I could just level up the ones here. What's a lower level? 4, 3, 3... I mean, everything's pretty good. If you're curious as well and don't know, when you're closer to leveling up, say this is going to level up from maxing out his shield damage. It costs cheaper, it costs less, because there's, it's most of the way there. That's a good little feature. I think I'm good. I have no worries here. Let's make sure we're all good. Oh, here we go. +2 damage to shields, I've got to do it. I want the range is cool, but This shield damage is going to be the problem. And if you're curious, this is currently where we're at. It's tiny, but shield damage +4, +7 to armor, +8 to health, -1 base damage. That hurts a little bit, but that's fine. With everything else we've got going for it, I'm not worried. And we have a boatload of money, so we can drop down a boatload more towers. I actually can, and we'll start dropping some down a bit further down here, because everything's still going past this point. It's still an efficient place to put it. Let's drop you out there. And with the burn, the bleed, the poison, it's going to be good to kind of get a load in early. So we'll plonk you in right there. And we just wait for the incoming horde. A couple of shots miss and go flying off into the distance. Oh, freeze! It's a rarity, mostly because they die before you get a chance to freeze them. We miss far too often. You guys, they've got to start kind of organising, figuring out who's shooting what, so you're not shooting the same thing and missing. You can go there, again, get some nice shots in early. Both paths cross over this. This whole area can be a good area to build out to. But again, if we kill everything here, down here, then these guys up here are never going to get any experience. That's sad. They got to level up. 430 per ballista. It's getting pricey. Let's drop you there though for fun. Get some shots in early. How slow they're going. I mean, he's just stopped moving, he's so slow. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Really, I should be just putting these down next to the houses. Their range is more than enough. I can't afford it. Oh, right. Advanced ballistics. All ballistas gain 15% crit chance. Hell yeah. And now, this guy's 35% crit chance. Yes. This we like. Let's extend you. Let's try and kind of figure it out. These are the same, so let's extend you out a bit. Again, you don't want them all coming in at the same time. Things are faster, things are slower, so they'll often kind of cross over anyway, but as spread out as you can make them when using ballistas. That's what you want to do. 440 if I put you here. Yeah, you don't cover a lot, to be fair. You cover this area, not this area, which I'm not overly keen on, but you get me gold. And I like gold. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of extra gold. In fact, I'm going to use that gold right now to put you here. Right next to the +1. Now, I'm sure most of you would have thought, why didn't you put it on the +1? It's because I'm an idiot and I misclicked. But my stubbornness is going to stop me, prevent me from selling it and rebuilding it. Because it's there now. You know what? Fuck it. It's leveled up. It'll now be inefficient to do that. Keep on killing them. They keep on dying. We keep on buying more and more ballistas. And we keep leveling my ballistas up. All ballistas deal plus 25%. This is a tricky one. Look, monster studies. I saw this before. I got it once. That's everything. So that's great if you're using everything, but because I'm only using one, it's good. It's less efficient though. This is a lot more efficient. So this is what I'll buy. Et voila. And we will extend. That's like 1, that's 2, that's 0, that's 1, 2, 3. You know, let's just keep expanding you out. Double. Expand you out. And then we can kind of gradually space everything out as much as possible so it's nice and easy for us. But hey, we're at level 20. We're at level 20, and I think you'll agree, I've not been threatened here once. This little guy down here, this little level 1 guy, has so far gifted me 420 gold. I approve. And eventually I'll demolish you and get an extra 460, or however much it will be at the time. But as I natter away, I'm holding resource, and any classic RTS player knows if you're holding resource, you're not playing it well. Get a bit of StarCraft going, and you're holding gas. Oh, what are you doing, man? Spend it. resources that are just stored in the bank aren't helping you. 490 is the next target. And there we go. So let's drop you down here. Just keep an eye on anything that's a bit low level just to make sure that you are... Oh, there we go. This is what we want. More damage to shields. Is this going to be enough to protect us against Zombie Oogie? I don't know. Probably not. He's a big bastard. He's a big, big bastard. And he does scare me. See, now I've done that, I need to do this, which means I need to do this. Ah, that's fine. A lot of shields, though. A lot of shields. If it's level 4, 34% crit chance, that's good. Straight up, double damage. Oh, level 1? Level 1, sir? No, no, no. Again, because we've got the crit things, we want higher levels. The higher the level, the better, the higher the benefit that crit card is. Because you're still always only losing your base by 1, no matter what your level is. But your crit chance goes up with the levels. No big bastard? No! Ah, good. We don't want any big scary guys coming our way. Oh, we're getting some mixes. Some little bit of armor, a little bit of shield on the sheep. Little bouncy sheep. You can't tell me that's not a sheep. Look at him go. Little red-eyed creepy sheep. Who's poisoned, on fire and bleeding out. As they should. Don't let the Welsh tell you otherwise. Let's get some more towers in. Let's check you up here to get some stuff going in nice and early. This is still going to be the key area, but we are. If I is it going to have the range? I'm not sure it will do. But there we go. That's where we want it. We want to make sure we kind of get the effects in early. Mana bolts. Ballistas now consume a small amount of mana and gain +4 base damage. That's good. And I think that alone I will allow myself to build the little mana shrine things for that. That's not cheating. It is not cheating. The ballistas are dealing the damage. That's just supporting the ballistas. I could get bleeding dry, to be honest. Increase the maximum bleed per second by 26 to 50. The wording there is still a little bit confusing. But I'm going to go for... Yeah, screw it. Let's just do more damage. Let's expand you out, like I said. Now we can watch our mana just plummet. The amount of ballistas I've got, if each of them are using 4 or however much it was, that's going to drop fast. So I'm going to have to really make sure I find a way to get some mana in. And I'm almost certain it won't prevent them from firing. If it will, I've just lost the game. Ha, you lost the game. But if it... Yeah, I mean, it should still fire, but just not deal the extra damage. That makes sense to me. And if that's not how it works, I'll be very upset. Ping, ping, level up, level up. That's beautiful. It's a wonderful noise, that. I mean, I can't even see where it's happening. Where are you leveling up? All over the place. Non-stop. Look at... Ah! It's like Christmas. You're making... Yeah, I mean, you're getting quite far here. They're not firing because of mana. Oh my god. Okay. We've learnt here. Don't do what I've just done, basically. Unless you have a decent stream of mana, they will not fire unless you have mana. That is awful. That is genuinely terrible. I need to ramp up my mana generation or I've lost. This is catastrophic. Honestly terrible. I've lost the game. The greed. Unless you can... Yeah, unless... Am I going to be able to make it through? My mana. Yeah, you'll get to the tower because I can't afford to shoot you. This is so bad. I mean, I'm probably going to survive the round just because... Oh, you legend. I need a way to get mana. And I can't. No! No! None of this helps me get mana. Yeah, I'm in better crit chance. Cool, right? I like that. I need mana. This is awful. This is catastrophic. I've lost the game. And only 2 levels away from Zombie Oogie rocking up. And I reckon I could have taken him. There is still hope. If I keep a decent amount of gold and I survive this round, I get a card. Maybe I can build a mana siphon, I think it's called, or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I can build something which will allow me to ramp up my mana generation, and maybe I'll be okay. Oh, what? We know now, and now you know too. That is awful. That is a terrible way of doing it. These guys should be able to fire, but they just don't fire. You know, they just don't get the bonus damage. I'll be okay with that. Can I remove the card? No, I don't think there's no option. This is catastrophic. Ah, no. Well, looks like we lost, guys. I'll give us another run at some point, and I'll give it a go. Oh, I'm getting swamped. This is awful. And I'll give it a go using not using that bonus card. It's crap. Unless you have an obscene amount of mana generation, don't do that. Don't ever select the card. Oh, my tower. 5. How slow. How many towers I've got, and this is how fast I'm firing. This is just depressing. One. Who is it? This guy. Is it you? Oh. That hurts. That's upsetting. That is brutally upsetting. But now you know. So you don't have to make that horrible mistake like I did. I'll give it another run in a second, and I will not select that because that is a ridiculous card. Unless I have an obscene amount of mana generation beforehand, but I'm not going to be building that unless I know I'm going to get the card. It's a whole problem, you know. Well, we got to level 22, I think, which is fine. We can take that further. We will take it further. We just will never get that horrible card. Where are you? Where are you? You swine of a card. Monster Studies, no. Mana Bolts. Enchanted Bolts, no. Here, Mana Bolts. All ballistas gain +4 damage but consume a small amount of mana. And if you select this, they can't fire if you don't have mana. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah. Well, we learnt. Now we know. Appreciate you watching as always. If you liked the pain that I just went through, the horror, the realization after it was too late to turn back, then like the video. I'd appreciate it. Maybe subscribe. A lot more are going to be coming. I'm Crispy WT. Hope you have a wonderful day. As always, see you again soon.